know that fear is dropped. She no longer cares what happens. It's about all the women in your life and accept everything with an it's okay or I'm not upset. Just know that the last tear a woman does not make noise when she's sleeping. She makes noise before when she wanted to stay. But you didn't listen. The brutal reality is you didn't lose her when she walked away. You lost her the moment you started treating her like she was just an option who was not worth fighting for. Seems unconcerned about your actions or no longer asks about women in your life and accept everything with an it's okay or I'm not upset.
Yeah. Where are you mad?
That makes them gentle. Don't mistake their self-control for the beast inside. One thing people need to understand, loving people, is that inside one extreme. It is the hell that they survive that makes them gentle. Control for weakness. Beast inside them is sleep.
Let's go.
One thing people need to understand about extremely very kind, loving people is that their other side is just as extreme. It is the hell that they survive that makes them gentle. Don't mistake this for weakness. The beast inside, nice, very kind, loving.
If someone sleeps a lot, it often means that they are sad. If someone sleeps less, they aren't protecting their heart from being hurt. They cry easy over small things for quite too long. If
A person gets angry quickly, it means that they care too deeply but don't know how to show it. Avoids eye contact, they're hiding truths or emotions that they don't know how to express. If a person stays all the time from their thoughts,
it means that they're
if a person relates themselves, it's not because they hate people, because they don't want to be a burden. If a
Because everything he said, that's in my mind. You feel what I'm saying? AKA my nigga Mouthpiece. He said all the time. But I just want y'all to know I will be playing this again. And again, shout out to the replay gang, aka Mouthpiece. Let's go.
person always smiles, it means that they are the one who hurts the most at night. If a person loves to help everyone, it means that they know how it feels to suffer alone. If a person
That's crazy when you say that. For him to be so young. I know he's like in his 30s or whatever, but I'm in my I'm almost close to my 50s. My birthday is in 17 days. Ow. And now you know what I'm saying? I'm close to 50. And for him to say that, it's just so true. Fuck. And I appreciate him for saying this because, like, bro, I would have, I be thinking of it, but I would never put it out there on the front line like he would. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I know, like, you could tell how you look or whatever. You can know a person from their mental state to how they look. I could tell he was, when he made this, he was in his mid 30s, whatever. But I know, like, bro, you know how people say you have a old soul. He has an old soul. You could tell that all day.
forgives too easily, it means that they value peace more than pride. If a person overthinks everything, it means that they've been put in situations where trust has been broken. If a person has mood swings often, it means that they are fighting personal battles that you don't see. If they can't say no, it means they fear losing people. If someone always gives the best advice, it's because they always live through so much pain. So,
Let me say this: that brother is nice. That brother is cold because, like, bro, I totally feel what he's going, not what he's going through, but what he's saying. Because I'm going through a lot of what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have little kids. All my kids are grown. All my kids are over 18. You know what I'm saying? So I totally understand that. So I want to play this one more again, and then we're finna uh keep going on with commentary. Hold on.
just keep that in mind. If a person laughs too many things, deep inside they are lonely. If someone sleeps a lot, it often means that they are sad. If someone talks less, then their heart from being hurt. If they cry easy over small things, they've been holding in pain for quite too long. If a person gets angry too quickly, it means that they care too deeply but don't know how to show it. If someone avoids eye contact, they're hiding truths or emotions that they don't know how to express. If a person stays busy all the time, it means that they're running from their thoughts. If a person isolates themselves, it's not because they hate people, it's because they don't want to be a burden. If a person always smiles,
And that's when you say that you don't want to be a burden. You don't. Like, bro, you don't want to be a burden to nobody. That's clear. We don't want to be a burden to nobody.
it means that they are the one who hurts the most at night. If a person loves to help everyone, it means that they know how it feels to suffer alone.
That's crazy when you say that. For him to be so young. And I know he's younger than me. Like, bro, ain't nobody gonna tell me he's not younger than me. And I know he's younger than me by at least 5, 10 years or in between. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand what you go through. Nobody understands. But like he said, nobody understands what you go through. That's why I'm so humble to everybody. That's why I do what I do on this app and off this app. I'm like when I'm on this app, I'm the same way. Then I'm off this app. Some people can tell you on this app that I'm exactly the same way. I'm not changing for nobody. You gonna like it. If you don't, you don't. But in the meantime, between time, I just want to be 100 with everybody who comes into my chat, my live. Um, I go into somebody else's chat in their live. I want to be who I am. You gonna fuck with me? You gonna fuck with me? You don't? You don't. A lot of people who I go on their live, I might say something once or twice, but I'm like really watching live because a lot of the stuff that happens don't have nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? So like literally, I'm just in the live, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? I might say, like I said, I might speak, and then I'm still in live, but I just don't interact in the comments or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still there. It is what it is. Hold on.
If a person forgives, it means that they value peace more than pride. If a
He
person
said, a person who gives so easily basically want their peace. Fuck that pride shit. You want your peace. Your peace makes you live longer. Fuck that. Fuck what everybody else saying. Fuck your pride. Don't come in intertwine with your pride. Your peace is gonna do what you wanted to do. You feel what I'm saying? When it comes to your pride. Your peace is what your peace is.
Might get Justin Yo right now.
Okay. Okay. Your peace is what your peace is. Fuck that damn pride sometimes. Because I feel like when you become with your peace, your pride is gonna come there. Your pride is gonna come up. It's gonna be there all day, every day. Your pride becomes into your respect. Your respect becomes into your peace. Your peace is gonna be you don't give a fuck what nobody else say. That's your peace. Nobody can take that away from you. So
overthinks everything, it means that they've been put in situations where trust has been broken. If a person has mood swings often, it means that they are fighting personal battles that you don't see. If they can't say no, it means they fear losing people. If someone always gives the best advice, it's because they always lived through so much pain.
and let me tell you this, and I like when he said that because like I try to give the best advice. I've been through so much. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been abused like ever since my childhood I was abused from my mom. You get what I'm saying? Like and I'm not scared to say that. I don't care if anybody try to drag me on that. I don't care about none of that. It is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? But in the meantime, between time, nobody can take my respect and who I am from me. And I don't care what nobody say. I don't care about none of that stuff. People can do whatever. I don't care. I don't look. I don't watch a lot of people. I work a lot, so I don't watch a lot of people. I try to, what I'm saying, get on my YouTube a lot, but I don't get on there a lot because I'm working a lot, or you know what I'm saying, like uh, if I'm not working a lot, I work overnight. This is new for me. You know what I'm saying? I've been working overnight since 2000. I don't care. 2014. We in 2016. I'm still trying to learn how to do that. I'm a morning person. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, between time, I'm still working on myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have no babies. My kids are grown. My youngest will be 20 in April. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody can tell me anything disrespectful or say anything about me because I don't care. I don't. It is what it is. But anyway, let's go.
Just keep that in mind. If a person
Keep
laughs
it
too
in
much
mind.
at silly, if someone sleeps a lot, often means that they are sad. If someone talks less, then they are protecting their heart from being hurt. They cry easy over small things, and they've been holding in pain for quite too long. Person gets angry, avoids eye contact, hiding truth. Or emotions stays busy all time, it means that they're in their thoughts. If a person isolates themselves, if a person always
And not a lot of people, I'm not going to lie, come home because I feel like I don't want to be a burden around nobody. I feel what like, bro, he's speaking the truth. I'm one of the people who don't. I just don't want to be a burden to no one. You know what I'm saying? I got my dogs, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If people know me. Yes, I do have my dogs, whatever. But I just don't want to be a burden to nobody. That's that's it's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. You feel me? My bad, y'all.
Basic made when there's no replacing in Lincoln Homes. I'm paper chasing that good friend. We turned up. Bad at it and Miss Angie Bacon. Freddie versus Jason and these bitches hate. Here's an invitation. Invitation say fuck these niggas, no penetration. From the QC nigga then stand up. West End ITMG, throw your hands up. Zone 1, Zone 5th Street niggas stand up. DP Moline niggas put the L's up, L's up. Level loud, gotta keep my bands up. And my pocket so heavy I can't keep my pants up now. Maniac high, check the scene and tell them other niggas that gotta turn their fans up.
From the QC nigga then MG West End, throw your hands up. Zone 1, Zone 5th. DP Moline nigga put your hands up. Like I gotta keep my band pocket so heavy. You know what's up now. Plug child, I check the scene and tell them other niggas that it's time to turn their fans up.
It's a money goes nation. And I'm thug chasing what's understood, ain't gotta be explained. I grew up in the way back. Young nigga ACP ran the streets trying to learn the game. I'm still next to the old heads. With a pocket full of hundreds and the side of game got me 380 on my hip. And me being 13 raised a lot of questions like how does nigga so street? Nigga tired from the leg down. Every pick tell a story. So nigga keep on started with my dad in jail. In 96, I was mad as hell. I was 5 years old and he ain't never tell. Unless it's stuck with me, I would never fail. So when I make it to the top, I put some niggas got my hair. I keep them goons and cut with the max out. Everybody hit the dough when they cash out. Grab the dope off the floor, everybody let's go. Any nigga left behind, then he asked out. Hit the crib, sit lean till I pass out. 2-5 open, everybody going. Dice game going on in the background. No beans out, but I swear everybody rolling. If the nigga one beef, everybody holding. Like 40 with the 30, keep my pocket swollen. Touchdown in the town, get your mind right. Cause I'm handy with the steel, but I love to fight. And if you niggas want war, what's your life like? Cause I love getting money in the limelight. And I'm posted on the block. You better get your bands up before I reach in my pocket. And then your whole life.
From the QC nigga then stand up. RTMG West End, throw your hands up. Zone 1, Zone 5th Street nigga stand up. DP Moline nigga put your hands up.
Let's go ahead and get into this because our very first video by Street We've been covering this for quite some time. I know. I'm waiting for you to just start calling me out in the video, what? But this video by Split TV really does start this whole saga off about.
Hold on, let me give shout outs to Random University. Like, bro, I think he's hella funny. And he's a small content creator. He has more, like, you know what I'm saying? He has more people than I do. But I wanna give him his shout out. I'll put him in my hashtag. Uh Watch TV. He's the one who got me to Random University. Uh, and if you, I have never like when he does his thing as well. You see me do a lot of reactions to Jube Almighty. They like intertwine with each other, and they, you know what I'm saying. I rocks with all four of them. So I wanted to reaction video on him, and it's so crazy because like um I was on what he was going live. I swear to God, I thought on everything I love, I thought Random University was wearing a robe because it was him. It was him. It was Jude. It was a Wasp, and it was Logic. So like I thought, you know what I'm saying? Like it looked like he had on the rope to me, and I had to, you know what I'm saying? Because they was on, like, I like how they rotate to each end of the channels for all of them. So they was on Watt's channel, and like, bro, I had to apologize, and like to this day, I'm still gonna keep apologizing because I thought he. I swear to God, I thought Random had on a bathrobe. I swear to God, like, and then it 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 it, it was crazy because dude, no, I'm sorry, not dude. Watts was like, "What she say?" That she apologized, and I did, and it was crazy when he said that. But let's go on.
What was going on with that answer? So let's go ahead and begin. Oh yeah, it's quick to say, I don't know, y'all haven't been, I did get you opinion. Here's our presentation. Thank you. We went to the marketing program to have an educated conversation. The conversation took an turn, and we decided to use our judgment. Yeah. Let me say this also. Let me say this also. Let me say also. Let me say this also. We just stay in pocket. She fucking say she just said, yeah, I'm rolling with you, and that's the end of the conversation. She didn't say one word. She just kept it. That's all they're supposed to know. They're not supposed to do all of the extra shit and all that. You fight.
Hold on, follow the lead. Let me say this: you only follow the lead to me. This is my opinion. You only follow the lead if you my nigga. That's the only way I'm. If you not my nigga, I'm not following your lead. I don't care if we're not married. I don't care none of that. Now, if you want me to follow your lead, that means we have to be in a relationship. Regardless, I don't care how many people you have in the back end. I'm your female. I don't care if you marry, I'm still your female. So what we talking about? Let's go.
That's the fact that you don't say nothing, you don't get on the pocket, you don't do none of that. You jump in the middle, person that you move with. That's it, oh man, oh man. Now, so,
And you only do that if you're in a relationship. You only like, bro, yes sir, no sir. We in a relationship. I don't care if you married or nothing. I'm just saying, not me personally, because I respect people's relationships. Y'all together, y'all together. But I'm just saying how I'm feeling like me, what Mika's doing is like y'all in a relationship, but y'all ain't saying nothing. Make it make sense.
today was interviewing Mika. She didn't do together. She didn't look into the charity, do a background investigation on Mika and it's the entire dating situation. So it was a lot of things that she wasn't privy to because we know the school would have been on it. And Constance found out the school that she was in a hotel room and Constance drilling her about forcing a basketball game with Anton. And she asked her, "Can your husband go to a basketball game with a woman that looked like you?" And Tasha K asked really good questions in the interview. The only issue was Tasha K was a piece of information. She had never seen the clip of her and Anton in the same room together.
And exactly. Shout out to Random University. He is so exactly right. That's why he did a part one and a part two on this. And I'm gonna play both of them. Like, bro, he's a dope content creator. I mean, he has more people than I have, but I've been noticing him, and I think I subscribed to him maybe a week. I want to say about 3 weeks to a week ago. But he's a dope content creator. He trips me out because, like, Random University, right? He has a cigarette in his hand all the time. It's never lit, bro. And I think that's dope as hell. Like, but in the meantime, between time, I'm like, why do you hold the cigarette or have a cigarette where it's not a real cigarette or you don't smoke cigarette? I don't get it. That's one part I don't get, but he's hella dope to me. He's funny as fuck, especially with Resident Evil Smack. That shit has me. That already had me hooked. But when I got to hearing him and his content, like, bro, he's dope as fuck. So if you see on my screen, it's called Random University. He's hella dope. Let's go. I don't know this other guy because he's doing a reaction on his reaction. So I don't know who he is. I didn't pay attention. But like I was listening to like I ain't gonna lie, Random University content. So let's go.
Okay. Now, see, if you did coffee with obliterated your arm, there would have been no more YouTube for me. I just wanted to do this actually big time. And the reason why I don't give a damn about people either.
And hold on, let me say this about Random University. Like, I've been following Tasha K since I want to say 2021, like the end of 2020, but 2021 I really like. I don't go in her when she, when she used to go live and all of that. Like, I used to watch her replays or whatever. All I do is give her a like or whatever. But like, bro, like he is right. I ain't gonna lie. Random is right for sure, for sure. Let's go.
Because she won't give a damn about you. I honestly don't know what she stands for, but as long as I know she a tough supporter and she can walk the magic basically. She can take the rest of it. She can go ahead and watch it or whatever when she wants to, but then she really doesn't have any real principles and this is all for grifts to see if she can grow on the left and trying to step into some type of dream, that she was thinking that she was going to have a signing on to the Billionaire Morning Show. I think she really thought she was going to be a bank chaser, y'all. She thought she was going to be viral. She was going to be out there blowing it down with all the other lack of millionaires that is on the national platform. All these millionaires on the Billionaire Morning Show, I'm waiting to see millionaires. Like all those millionaires that overtake, what happened to them? All those people that became rich and famous from Hustlers University. How do you get rich and famous when you spend all your money at that university? How are you supposed to get rich and famous if you don't accept the university? If I haven't gotten any freaking job, it doesn't make any sense. Keep time to tell you. I don't get it. Now let me say something. This is what I did an unaccountable woman saying, well, Dr. Houston on her look. So because Letitia herself, use her look to get what she wants. Right? That's based off her death. I feel and her creativity. Right? So you can't hate. But Pastor K, they got wind what happened, in that and her taking the hotel room and Vika wasn't coming in the hotel too, because Vika said they went back to the studio, right?
Say that they went back to the hotel room together when they left the Corey Holcomb show. Tasha K had, right? So, and then, remember, Tasha K had just interviewed Anton. And Anton was on there talking about this Christian conservative stuff, being married, doing right by God and doing all this kind of stuff. But he's in a hotel room with a strange woman, inebriated.
You go to Detroit to see him for business?
I went to Detroit, correct.
Okay, so that is, and then you guys went to a Detroit basketball game and sat courtside?
Correct.
Okay, and you did other things out together on a business trip, correct?
No. So from there, went right back to the studio. No, I told you, his wife understands his business dealings, and she's there 90% of the time.
That's crazy when she say that. Talk about she's there 90% of the time. Now, 90% of the time means that when Antoine did, when you was on that podcast with all those people, I forgot what it was. And then Antoine came in and moved you along to side. It was you and him. What was his wife? First of all. Second of all, you're supposed to be making this money. You getting these bracelets and all of that. Why you don't have a wedding ring on your finger? I don't care if it's like a bum. Like, bro, I see you with all, taking the pictures of all these people. And he like really fucked you over. I ain't gonna lie. Antoine fucked you. And I don't mean like literally like had sex with you. I know that y'all did, but he fucked you. And what I mean by that is like, bro, he put you out there, and you act like you don't seem to know that. When I know you do. When he got to talking about the bracelet and everything, like, bro, come on, you sound dumb as.
Not 999% of the time. She's just usually off camera.
So she's trying to sell you on this narrative that Rita is there the whole time. It's not even really trying to sell you. Probably the truth. Maybe one of the few truths to tell. But if Rita's there, that also means that Rita's a part of it as well. What up, Jay? Now, I don't understand how people just sign up for these lifestyles. Look, I've been propositioned by these weirdo folks that be out here swinging and trying to like slide people into the bedroom. I'm telling you, you go out drinking enough nights in your mid-20s and you look in a good enough, you look like you might have in you just to give it to the chick because that guy. I've been around those relationships. It's and apparently Anton and his old lady are one of those weirdos. You know, I debate. I saw two videos, basically one by Confidence Creator and another one by Freezy, the guy who used to work with Anton on his show sometimes, and I on it.
And that's crazy. The reason I watched Fight Club because like I used to work overnight at that time. Like I was getting overtime at my job that I work at till this day. And that was back in the pandemic days. You know what I'm saying? I used to watch Fight Club like hella hard, but I didn't pay it. I watched it, but I didn't watch it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, if I was at home, I'll be asleep at that time when Fight Club came on, but never paid attention to all of this because I saw all of them on here on that particular platform, but never really, you know what I'm saying, paid attention to it like that. Let's go.
Entire channel to calling out Anton, a la how, you know, Lennon Honor has basically dedicated his entire life to calling out Dr. Umar. That part still feels a little strange to me. I don't know what Dr. Umar did to that man to make him literally dedicate his life to calling him out. Like, the fact that people are still living and he's dedicated his entire life to basically destroying Dr. Umar's life, it had to be something absolutely egregious. If you know what it is, please drop it in the comments because I need some context. Because, homie, I mean, he makes some great content, but you can't tell me that you can actually talk about Dr. Umar for 8 hours and actually have something interesting to say the whole time. That just sounds crazy. And usually I just see a bunch of people throwing their entire, you know, bank accounts away. But this situation here is funny because Mika keeps trying to play innocent and act like she has nothing to do with anything. Telling this idea about how it was just some damsel, basically, who just got Anton, I guess, because Anton discovered that she had all this.
Let me say this when he said, I don't know, shout out to O'Shea Du Jackson. He had down the Mika situation about her saying that Anton wanted to, you know what I'm saying, to, you know what I'm saying, help me out. But in the meantime, between time, you saying that, but when O'Shea went back in the archives of your of your platform, you didn't have nothing then. You wasn't even you wasn't even on the platform at that time when you said that, oh, Anton wanna do something with me, da 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 da. Like, shout out to O'Shea Du Jackson. He broke it down. And I forgot the other guy's name. I'm gonna bring his name up in this live.
But she
Actually,
wasn't
hold
with you
on.
that day at the game.
I gotta pause this because I like the music, but it doesn't fit this. I should have put up something dark today. But let's get to it.
No, she was not.
Your husband could take another woman to a basketball game? When Jesus shed that blood, when he died, that made it easier to be able to walk in your sins, to know that you are not going to be perfect. Things are going to happen to you. But because I died for you, you're able to ask for forgiveness and try to live righteous.
That don't mean that you can justify bringing somebody else into this world just because you had trauma. You have to become a whole person before you bring another whole person into this world. And if you really want to raise them up in
What do that? Okay. What Tasha K just said, what does that have to do with drama? And what I mean by that, like, I want to go back a little bit.
That day at the game.
I gotta pause this because I like the music, but it doesn't fit this. I should have put up something dark today. But let's get to it.
No, she was not.
Your husband could take another woman to a basketball game? When Jesus shed that blood, when he died, that made it easier to be able to walk in your sins, to know that you are not going to be perfect. Things are going to happen to you. But because
and let me say this, when she said that things gonna happen to you. Like, I grew up in the church. I'm an atheist now. I've been an atheist since my 30s. I'm almost in my 50s. I'm in literally, my birthday is in 17 days. I will, you know what I'm saying? I will be 2 years after that. I will be 2 years into being into my 50s almost. So yeah.
died for you, you're able to ask for forgiveness and try to live righteous.
That don't mean that you can justify bringing somebody else into.
And you hear what she said? Righteousness. Like, bro, you're not living in your truth. That's what she's trying to tell you. That's what Tasha K is trying to say. You're not living in your truth, bro. You and Mika got caught up and you don't like it. Now you didn't already erase a lot of your stuff or put it on private on your channel. Let's go.
To this world just because you had trauma. You have to become a whole person before you bring another whole.
Something. A lot of people don't understand what trauma means. Okay, a lot of people have trauma, but they don't make it or make them or break them from their trauma. Their trauma is what their trauma is. And I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying just some people. Trauma is what it is. But in the meantime, between time, a lot of us don't use our trauma as our crutch. If you understand where I'm coming from. We move the freak on. We try to do better. But in the meantime, between time, as we trying to do better, yes, we think about, you know what I'm saying, what we've been through as a kid or as a child, or you know what I'm saying, in our, you know what I'm saying, as a teenager or as an adult if you older than what you thinking about.
Person into this world. And if you really want to raise them up in an admonition of God, you cannot continue to live a lifestyle that would then lend itself to them living in sin, the very sin that we're trying to get away
Well,
from.
my thing is, how are you gonna stand when you say you always have a bad bitch when you go to a different state, city, in your own city? You said that. You got nowhere I go, I don't have a. Come on, bro. Make it make sense.
Forgiveness is for us. Grace is directly coming from God. We don't have grace to give.
So you don't sin?
I don't.
That go to work every day, that watch you, that look up.
We don't have grace to give.
So you don't sin?
I don't.
That go to work every day, that watch you, that look up to you for financial advice, because I know what you do too,
My thing
Anton.
is, you don't sin, right? But in the meantime, between time, ain't no man who don't sin gonna be in the same room as their as the person they're helping, basically, quote unquote. You're not gonna be in the same room with the person trying to help. Make that make sense. And that bed in the back of Mika's in her life, that's not a small bed. Stop playing.
I know as a black man, you are symbolic. Your wife doesn't work. She lives a soft life.
What I'm saying is, I believe that the majority of women in general, which could also include your audience, have a different perspective of what it is that they think a relationship is supposed to be, which is one of the reasons why they say they want a partner instead of saying they want a husband.
I don't want to hear that shit. I really don't want to hear it. First of all, this is why they say, you know what, we should retire the microphones. Like, this is why people need to put in like a job application to see if they should actually be able to do a podcast.
Random university. Like, bro, you talking out your ass. Let's make that clear. Let's go.
Because everybody can just come out here and talk tough and act like they're somebody. Like, you watch this, and Anton actually looks like he might be somebody worth a damn. But if you know, like, his content, and you know his journey and his path, you know he's nothing but a trash panda. Shout out to this J for the $5 super chat. Anton, Mika, and the rest of them are rich with nothing but trash pandery. And that is 1,000% facts. Shout out to this J for the $5 super chat. Cannot agree.
And I agree with him, with them, and random. Like, bro, y'all trash, bro. You're trash.
More with you, thank you very much. Because yes, that is all they have in them is trash pandering. Like, anybody who signs onto a platform to basically grip off to Anton has sold some part of their like morals, unless they are a trash panda. Unless they are a trash panda. And that's okay. I guess. Like I said, once again, it gets confusing when these people want to get invited to the cookouts, when they want to get invited out with the family or the boys or stuff like that, because it's like, yeah, man, I'm sorry, I just didn't come around to dropping you into the group chat. My bad. My bad, I forgot.
Saving money is always exciting. That's why right now is the time for you to join AA.
Instead of saying they husbands. I believe that regardless of what women say that they want, when they get under the right man, they will submit.
Now we know that Anton Daniels is full of crap. You know, Titus 1:16, and they profess to know God, but they did not by their works. Right? We already think 6:17 says, "Come out from amongst them and be ye separate." We already know this. So now he's married. He's supposed to cover his wife. He's supposed to have his armor of God when he's out there, based off the stuff that he's talking about. So you get me in my bishop mode, man. We're not gonna play around. Now he's He's married. He's in a hotel room inebriated with another woman. But he's on here talking about God. He's on here invoking.
Absolute facts. Once again, it's these fake Christians. Hey, don't forget, Anton Daniels is the guy who doesn't even identify as black, but for whatever reason, he comes out in front of black people, and all of a sudden, he has this black lingo, all this twang in his speech. He doesn't speak like the soft and polite and conservative guy that he was when he was on Corey Holcomb's platform, when he was trying to keep his frame, until all of a sudden he had the nigga moment come out of him, and then he changed into a completely different guy. Well, guess what? Well, thank you to Love the No for the $5 super sticker. Shout out to you, and thank you very much for the $5 super sticker.
And let me say this, random is so right. Like, bro, you didn't have that lingo on 5150 because I watched that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, you didn't have that type of energy at that time. Now you have that. Now you have all the time to have that energy because you're not right there. Like, bro, he made Darlene move so he can sit in the chair right next to you. And let me say this. I don't bro, I think both of them are wrong. I think, you know what I'm saying? Like, Corey, I've been watching him ever since, I want to say, God darn it. Uh, uh, I'm gonna hate myself because like he was the first uh um, I can't think. Let's go. I'll think about it later. I can't think of it.
But street media is on to the point here. Like he gets it. He's been covering this, and he's been doing a really good job covering this content. I mean, I had to go live with this content because there's been too many freaking updates. There's been too many, and I can't really keep up with all of them, and it's really out of control at this point in time. Like, this really feels sort of like when it felt like every 5 minutes something else was coming out about Corey Holcomb just a week ago. It was just like every couple of hours somebody was dropping a new video with new allegations or new videos or new something. It was like, damn, there's a point where like, okay, I get it. Man, the guy is beyond weird. The same thing with Anton and Mika in this situation. Every time you look up, you find some more videos of Anton and Mika hanging out in a very suspicious way. Now, nobody would really care about this situation. Nobody would really care about their relationship, their side piecing, their infidelity, their weird swinger lifestyle if they didn't promote it to be such a wholesome Christian household. Like if Anton wasn't this holy, devout Christian that didn't even see race or color or ethnicity or any of the problems with the world or all the hypocrisies with all his statements, he simply only sees God. If he didn't sell it as that, then nobody would be out here criticizing this nonsense. It's the crap like this that makes people hate Christians. It's why they hate religion in general. It's why the population of atheists continues to grow up. It's because of people like Anton.
He is so right. Atheist. I am an atheist. Like, and it's crazy when he say that because I grew up in the church. Like, my oldest child, she's an ordained minister. And when I say this, I had my daughter when I was 13 years old. I had my first child at 13. And that's my ordained minister. Bro, it's crazy when I say that. But I mean that. And like literally, if my daughter didn't have to go to work tomorrow, she has to go to work in the morning. She runs a whole a center. But in the meantime, between time, my daughter is an atheist. I'm sorry, I'm an atheist. She's an ordained minister. Like literally, she can marry anybody that knows the in and out of the Bible. I taught my daughter how to do that. Hold on. What's up, boo? West side? Woo woo.
And all the other people, it's not just people like Anton. It's just all the people that are just like him. It doesn't matter what color they are. They're all these famous Christians turn out to be the fakest people on earth. Anybody who has to advertise for 7, you start to smell something funny.
And propagate the word of God.
Hey, get a. Okay. Bye.
On a large platform where he's not living up to the standards of what God said we should live. He's not living commandments, but he want to hold everybody else accountable. He want to tell black women what they should and shouldn't be doing. He want direct contradiction to that. Direct contradiction. Right? Now, Tasha K, she got wind of the situation that happened and how she got duped. And she said, listen, Anton, you got to come back. We got to have a conversation. Now, you talked all this scripture. You talked all that scripture. But now, you in the house. You in.
And this is my thing. When he say that, Tasha K, when she gave that interview to Antoine in different times, she did not have as much ammunition or a lot of what was going on before she had them interviews with both of them. Hold on. Hello. You said what? It don't matter. D4 pork. It doesn't matter. Oh my God. Oh, and Mello, get some barbecue sauce. I'm just saying some. Nigga, you the one who eats the barbecue sauce. What we talking about? Hello? Okay, don't get the barbecue sauce. I know that. Huh? Hold on.
Embarrassing your house. You're not exhibiting the behavior of a leader.
Oh my God. Y'all listen, I was set up. Now, normally I'm on top of my, but maybe because I scheduled way too many interviews during that week, that I wasn't seeing the play at hand. I feel like Antoine set me up, Jen. I just feel like
and I feel like that too, because like I think you would have came harder on Antoine and Mika if you knew what you knew now. When you gave when you did this live, I think you would have knew so much more. But I feel like like Tasha. Let me say this: I've been following Tasha K since I want to say 2020 or 2021. I've been following her that long. I might don't drop into her anything, but like I always give her a like because at that time, like I didn't care about none of that stuff. Like I'm at work and I was working overnight, so like Tasha K, I ain't gonna lie, Fight Club with Antoine, them was my things I used to watch in the trucking community. Them was my things I watched back in those days. And I do feel like what Tasha K was saying, like I feel like y'all did me. Yeah, I feel like they did her too. Cause like, bro, I watched it, but I didn't pay attention.
I got a lot of receipts now. You know, I think he caught me slipping. He really did. I'm gonna get him back though. I'm gonna get you back, dog. I got you. I got you, folk. I got you. Cause they said Mika was in your hotel room. I got the video. They said that you said she flew in the day after you got there. But how she wound up in your hotel room past midnight on your camera in front of a bed. Now the husband done deleted his whole damn platform. And she done lied about what the husband do. And she also lied about the husband meeting you. You ain't never met the husband.
I beg your pardon?
If your resume looks like this, you're not getting hired. This layout, no structure, no order, it's just, I can't even read.
Oh man, they set me up. Man, I think they thought I was like losing my edge. I was tired that day. You know how many interviews I did that day? I had just got off the interview with Brashear Gray family, and they unloaded all.
And I agree with Tasha K a little bit. Like, and I understand you trying to do so many interviews in one day. You're trying to cram everything in one day. I totally understand that. Like, bro, like literally you didn't space it out good enough. Because like, bro, you are a bomb a bomb ass blogger. And that don't mean nothing in a disrespectful way. Like you're a bomb ass blogger. But like you said, like I had so much going on. No. I just wish you would have did a little bit more on Mika and Antoine because I know you would have eat their ass up. Like I said, I've been watching her since 2021. I know she would have eaten Mika or, you know what I'm saying, Antoine up.
All them damn receipts. It's on TashaKLive.com, by the way. Y'all got to go get that interview, okay? But then when Anton came in, I just wasn't ready for Anton. Because, you know, he came in with the whole plate with the security. The wife was right there. So he trying to make me think that this is all for views. But then I had my PI team go pull it. Because, you know, I'm busy these days. I ain't got time to pull stuff. So they briefed me on shit. I said, how the hell did we miss this? It was right here. It was right here the whole time. But it's okay. It's never too late. Never too late. I'm going to do an Anton. You got to come sit back down. I know you listening. I know you watching, brother. We got to do a part 2. We got to do a part two, okay? But listen, how was
Antoine is not gonna do a part two since you already know what you know now. Because literally, I don't think he knew what you knew now. That's why he did the interview.
And see, since he
Okay, somebody's gonna have to like tell me if they agree or not. But why does Tasha K come off as like the internet version of malevolent? Like I swear, there's some type of dark energy that comes from Tasha K. It's probably why she's been banned like 37 times on YouTube. I don't know how she still has a platform again now. She used to get banned like all the time. What happens? Like I thought when you got kicked off the platform, you was just like, bitch, be gone. But no, apparently it's just like, bitch, come back. You just revive them, resuscitate them, all like Jesus. I mean, it's just crazy. It all comes full circle, like the full circle of life.
He want to invoke the Bible. Proverbs 31:11 says a husband should be someone whom his wife has full confidence and trust. Right? When you go to first.
Oh yeah, he trusts her. Yeah, he has full confidence that she won't say anything about how awful of a person he is. She will be quiet. She will submit. Poor Rita has had her self-esteem so... Look, Rita's a prime example of a woman who acts normal in an abnormal situation. She seems like she's a hostage. She feels like she's somebody who doesn't want to be going through what she goes through, but she has to deal with it because guess what? Now she's stuck in that lifestyle. She's done talked about how scary Anton is, even though I'm like, God dang, like, I mean, she must have grew up with throwing no hands with anybody. She didn't have any siblings or cousins or somebody, because there ain't no way you look at Anton and be thinking, oh my God, Anton. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, if you were that worried about him killing in your sleep or something like that, maybe. Like, Anton can only kill somebody if he was to poison him. You know what I'm saying? A la like, Walter White or something like that. But Anton doesn't have that in him. Just look at Anton. Hell, I observed Anton's head randomly the other day, and he's another one of those bros who has knots in his head. Like, he decided to go ahead and shave that head bald because that hairline that he had was real sad. Like, he finally let it go. But he's also another one of those bros that has the knots up top. I want to know what that is, because quite a few of them guys seem to be a little bit different.
Timothy, 1 Timothy 3:4-5, a husband should manage his household well, which implies creating an orderly, respectful environment rather than one of embarrassment.
Anton ain't no. Anton is not a Derrick Jackson. Anton doesn't pander to women at all. If you watch any of those panels that they have, it is completely anti-woman. It's almost like, why do you go to this platform? It's almost like they go to a softer version of Fresher Fit when they go to an Anton Daniels like night panel. The women don't get treated well.
Totally agree. It's like a softer, you know what I'm saying, platform than Pressure Fit, like you said. I do agree with him because, like, I'm about to say I'm still working, but when I first started, like, working overtime back in 2003, I want to say 2020 to 2003, I was watching Fight Club. I don't know. Let me say this. I don't know if it was 2000, but I know for sure 2003 I was watching Fight Club because I was working overnight to make overtime. So yeah.
I know what Courtney Michelle's experience was when she was on there, Lip Peep Network and whatnot, but she's no longer there, and I'm glad to see that she's no longer there because I don't like to see women just continue to just get treated and like talked down to like that, because she doesn't strike me as the kind of chick that's going to just sit there and take that garbage. So maybe that's why she's not there. I'm not really sure. Maybe she saw some of the nasty work that was going on behind the scenes. It was like, I ain't signing up for this mess. And I think, political views, I think she aligns with a lot of these people a little bit, but overall, like principle-wise, ain't the same. Ain't the same. Shout out to Draken for the $2 super chat. If you think Tasha is bad, you should see Tanya TKO. I don't know that. I don't know who Tanya TKO is. Or maybe I'm getting these two people confused. I might. I could be confused. I think I'm talking about Tasha K.
I can turn your wildest ideas into a song. Just describe it in a few words, choose a style, and let Mode handle the rest. With one click, Mureka V8 transforms your thoughts into a studio quality track, fast, effortless, and ready to play.
Step in, lock it, feel the air change.
And you have fully embarrassed your house and your wife. You are a married man. You had your daughter's face all plastered over the internet with somebody depicting her as a primate. You got your wife, people questioning your wife and her loyalty, and if she's down with the shenanigans that you got going on. You're not exhibiting behavior of a Christian, but this is what you profess to be. You profess yourself. This is what you said you were, right? You're holding yourself to this standard, right? So we're not making up and up, and you're calling out other people saying that they're not living their life the right way when you're the one bringing crafty counsel into your home. You're the one denying God by your works based off of the fact that you said that you are a conservative Christian, but you in the room, you're in a hotel room 3,000 miles away, right, from her home with a married woman, while drinking. Come on, man. And she said that you guys do this because you are in character when you're online. So now you are living a lie for financial gain. So now you're creating a character now online to lead people astray or lead people into sin. So now you're living a sinful life while you're online, but claiming to be a Christian and holding people to a certain standard. This stuff is the hypocrisy. You can't make this stuff up.
You really can't. You can't make this stuff up. It's really no different than those people who do the most ridiculous stuff to like antagonize you or patronize you or piss you off while you're in public, and they say, "Oh, it's a prank. It's a joke. I'm a comedian." It's the same thing with people like Anton. Ain't no different. In real life, I'm a Christian. I'm a holy man. I'm a great father. I'm a protector. I'm a provider. I'm a leader. I'm short. I got stubby arms. I'm a weak. I'm a bitch. I'm a bastard. But on the internet, I'm tough. I'm gangster. I'll put them hands on Corey Holcomb. I would have beat the shit out of Corey Holcomb. That's what I am online. Online, I'm a pimp. I got all sorts of chicks. Can't nobody roll with me. Fresh and Fit can't F with me. Fresh and Fit comes to me to get tips on how to get chicks for real. I'm their ghostwriter for how to get women, and y'all don't even realize that. That's what Anton Daniels is online. Anton Daniels is the baddest dude online. That's what they keep trying to tell you. That's what they keep trying to sell you. All this infidelity, all these weak and weird emotional states that he be going through, it's all because he's such a great actor. Well, if he was such a great actor, why don't he line up to go be up some in Tyler Perry films? Why don't he go to Hollywood? How about he goes make some films? Some Anton Daniels productions. I guess that's what's going to be next. That's going to be the next thing he does to go chase the bag and become a millionaire, on Earth. Like, first of all, the fact that Anton still talks about how much of a millionaire he is and how much money he got. Like, you're going to go on to see some more clips in some of these other videos that I got talking about how Corey broke and all this shit like that. It's like,
he's still staying in Detroit. Let's make this clear. Excuse me. You making all this money, right? Antoine, Daniel, right? You still stay in Detroit, am I correct? Bro, y'all have 40,000 abandoned houses and buildings out there. Instead of you putting your money that you quote unquote have, excuse me, into your community, 40,000 abandoned a building, excuse me, abandoned apartment houses. Excuse me. And you not put your money in that, telling me that you really don't care about your community. Um, why would you care about your community, Antoine, when you're not even from here? Not even from America. Period. Hold on. What's up, boo boo? What's up? I just unlocked my card. All right. That's what I be reading in. Like me myself personally, learning about these, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people on this YouTube in these YouTube streets, learning in the back end before the YouTube like really came popular. Like, bro, Antoine, you know your morning content is like you're supposed to be a millionaire. Like, bro, like what I don't understand, like us being black people, why we not taking, and I'm not saying in a bad way, but why we not taking um not we as a community, well I am, but and I'm really talking about Detroit. Detroit, like bro, y'all have like blocks and blocks and blocks of nobody staying there. Like, why you not thinking like, bro, I can fix, you supposed to be a millionaire or whatever. Like I would take like blocks and blocks and blocks. I don't, let me say this. I would to help my own people that is like blocks and blocks and blocks that don't have nobody staying in those like in there. Y'all not. Let me say this: it'd be different if y'all was tearing the, you know what I'm saying, the buildings down. Y'all not tearing the buildings down. Y'all trying to board them up, and it's not doing a good job. Like, bro, y'all have so many blocks on blocks on blocks that need to be, I don't know, like, bro, the Jackson Five was there. The Jacksons born and raised from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gary, Indiana was the shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie, when I went to Detroit, Michigan, and you know what I'm saying, they had a hotel. This was in my family reunion. Like, we stayed on the 72, 70, it was 72. I don't remember exactly how many floors. I know it was 80 or 90 certain floors, but we stayed on the 70 or the, you know, between the 70 or the 80 floors. And like, bro, like where we stayed at, like you can see Canada. Where we stayed at, and you can see the boats, the what is it called? Um what is it called? The casino boats. We seen that. And I thought that was dope as hell. At that time, I wasn't even over 18. No, I'm sorry, not 18. I was 21 to get on those boats. But we stayed on I want to say the 72 floor of Detroit, Michigan. Their hotel, because we was at a family reunion. So our family reunion every year is somewhere different. But you know what I'm saying? I was a teenager at that time, so we went, to those places, whatever. Excuse me. But I plan, not this year of 2026, but 2027, I plan to go back to our family reunion that we have every year in July, but I plan to go in 2027, not 2026. And I'm planning to take my kids. They only my two oldest kids been there. My two youngest, no, they haven't. My youngest is 19 going on 20. They really haven't been there, so don't do that. My bad, Randall.
Why are you still talking about this? People broke. You got money. Nobody cares. Go ahead, man. Have your money. Have your money. Why are you preaching to the rest of us like you're better than us when you're not? That's the whole thing. That's why people love watching these downfalls and these spirals out of control and people get exposed on the internet because these people promote themselves, these influencers expose themselves to be like, well, I'm so much better than the average person. And then they become robotic douches online. Like, it just is crazy.
Because when you're in character, you in full blown sin. When you're in character, and that's what you're propagating and promoting to the people. But I thought you said you was a Christian. I thought you said you was a man of God. Man, you can't make this stuff up, man. So Tasha K is asking you to come back now, right? So they can have.
Do y'all think he's gonna go back? Y'all think he'll really show up to that platform? I don't think he's going to.
Tasha K is gonna eat him up and spit that nigga out, bro. She's gonna eat him up and spit him out. She knows too fucking much. Stop playing with that lady. Tasha K been out here almost 20, 25 years. Like she said, she didn't know what she knew, what she know now. And I'm not saying she know what she hear. I'm saying she know what she's been seeing online as well. She see this. She see what's going on in her eyes. You think he gonna go back on there? And if he go back on there, he's gonna reverse or switch the narrative. And Tasha K ain't going for none of that. Because she feel like y'all played in her face. Y'all played you and Nika played in her face. Because I feel like Nika was waiting up for her to just say what she said. But in the meantime, Mika's gonna respond to what Tasha K says. In the meantime, between time, Tasha K didn't know what she knows now. Because in the meantime, I don't think Nika would have said what she said now if Tasha K knew what she knew back then and did an interview on that. If Tasha K would have did an interview on that, I don't think you had nothing to say. Like, bro, you let that man do you in You clap cheeks with this man for no reason. Oh,
Way.
so Random University did a part two on this. We're gonna play it.
Here you go. I was a people person that got who came out a few years ago. As the guy who said he had like 9 kids, and he wasn't going to take care of none of them because he didn't want to have kids and didn't care about any of those kids. He wasn't going to pay for none of that stuff in his life, and he wasn't going to cheat. And it comes out as a complete lie because it was a house that made sense at the time. I just didn't know he was there. And he makes really good content. That video turns out to be really funny because I mean, that's when I was early. I had to learn, like, yeah, pretty much people just come right out here and they make up lies into new views. I thought we just that now I fully ingratiated it. And it's all
I
scary.
don't think you.
Good afternoon.
Real talk.
I think so. Yeah, I got that right. What, Jay? I have met you some time ago. When I
Randall Howell funny. I don't give a freak what nobody say. Like, bro, why you? I don't know if you put that creepy ass music in behind the scenes. Like, bro, I think you did because, like, bro, you have a cigarette in your mouth that you don't smoke, and I think that's dope. Look, don't get me wrong, because I smoke cigarettes. I ain't gonna lie. But you hella funny. You hella dope as a content creator. So let's go.
I think it's untoxic. It's not what makes you sometimes only to think you will be in a relationship. Has Antoine ever played with you, nigga? Everything you about to see in this video is either deleted or private. I wonder why that is. I wonder, just wonder. Now this is a lot for a nigga like the Angry. Telling us that Anton Daniels is doing this for content when it comes to Mika. And they over there talking about some, it seems like, Anton's wife, what is going on? It seems like he's doing this for content. No shit. Ain't that what I told you from James? Ain't that what I told you when the shit first? So let me get straight. You want us to believe our games is creating key.
What you saying that on day one, Angry Man? Let me say this. I met Angry Man on somebody else's platform who I truly support back in that time. Um, and I had met him on that platform. I didn't see nothing wrong with him. He was cool. He was a cool individual at that particular time. But in the meantime, between time, like, bro, I want to know, like, regardless of what's going on right now, you talk about, I told y'all that, I told y'all that was, content or whatever. Like, I want to know what's going on now. What you got to say now? That's what I want to know. I don't watch Angry Man no more because I really support exactly this person who brought that that person on their platform. I haven't supported that person a lot like I used to because like my funds ain't where it need to be. You know what I'm saying? Or where I want it to be for me to you know what I'm saying, support a lot of these content creators. I try my best, but it is what it is.
Content doing nothing to everyone. And he saw all the motherfucking master plan. So he gonna delete the content that he was making for content. That's what the fuck he trying to say. I believe you, Angry Man. Hey, Angry Man, watch me gossip about this shit. It's such a great. It's always a great thing. Talking about, I speak about people on the internet. Well, no, that's what people think. They don't just say this is real people. People that talking to the mind. Like, what do you think people did when they used to never read that they talk shit about their neighbors? That's what they did. That's what we do on stuff. for us to criticize, no one to criticize it. That's just the way it is, especially when you want to come out here and talk to other people. When you want to be so you know, you can split the teams part like this. That's how the whole league is. That's why people want to go so hard in the field. And this girl Mika, because she's not better. She's like no innocent victim. Another thing I mean, because I was one of those people that throughout this entire controversy. But you know, she is man. There's a guy. I mean, he must, you know, be a bigger cook than Sneeko, but I have no idea. Like, there's got to be something. I mean, like the photos I seen of him, it's just a weird guy. Makes no sense. Also, it makes some sense why we never seen it because if the guy is her husband saw Anton, then he would F up Anton. For real. Like, he's built like it went over. He's built like he got time to put hands into the video. Then I might say 22. Okay, so you remember. Okay, already got it. See if they got some more tips there. What is that, bitch? His sister did right now. He said, what? Okay. I'm just saying if they got tips. If they got some more of my tips. That's all I'm saying. You gotta come back. God. I'm just saying the like if you get listen. Okay. 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 All right. And I should have seen that before you lose it. Because I want us to lose. Yeah, baby. Man, hurt. This means a bitch. No, no. This is like the optics of this society. What was I never understood what this black is stop being angry. And let me say this. When I used to work overnight back in 2022, 2021, I used to watch Fight Club because I worked overnight. But I worked overnight to get overtime at that time. I was full time anyway, but I worked in the morning, but I worked in the at night. So a lot of the time I worked overnight. I used to watch the Fight Club. Never understood it. But I just used to watch it. This was built for him. I see that it is. It's a playpen for him to sit through. They just full blown live out his own narcissistic fantasies of everybody likes him. Like this is what he's designed his entire life is to look on camera like this. Where people can feel bad for him one moment, and then he can come back on that same box and he's intimidating the next. When he can slide in the background of one of Mika's videos and be like, oh yeah, you see how I did that. Now that's the life that promote out here. That's what he wants people to believe that he isn't. But I just this is high school behavior. I have let you acting like this. And I gotta agree with him. High school behavior. You a whole married man, bro. Mika is a whole exactly at that time.
quote unquote. She's a married woman. You look like one of them nerds, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You look like one of them nerds. Putting it, how you feeling, mommy? Like, I feel like you're like off for a family matter. Yeah, come on, bro. What we doing? If we was back in the days or whatever, would we be together? Like, bro, why do that matter? If you supposed to be so in love, regardless, let me say this, regardless if you with, you know, you're married and everything, and if you're woman and you are like intertwined with each other, regardless, I ain't talking about just sexually, mentally, physically, or anything. Like, bro, you would never come to your mind and say, if back in the day, if such and such and such, would we be together? Why would you say that? You sound like if you don't want to be with your wife no more, leave her. Then the first thing you know, I see you on other panels. Yeah, I'm like you the Don Dada off of Belly. Sit your motherfucking ass down. You stay in Detroit. You're not even trying to help your okay. And what makes me mad, you stay in Detroit. And I know you're not from Detroit because you're not even from this country. But you claim Detroit. You know the economy out there. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like, if I had the money, like, I would take blocks on blocks on blocks because they're so cheap. I would take blocks on blocks on blocks, fix them up one by two, three by three to make, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, let's be truthful. I would get Section 8 from them. I would get low income something from them. Why? Because then you bring in the economy back to Detroit to the point that you're gonna want big manufacturers come back to Detroit. Like, bro, they don't call Detroit the Motor City for nothing. It's called the Motor City for something. Like, come on, bro. Like, we have so much land we can deal with in the north that back in the day, when we was in the south, like, bro, come on now. Come on now. Like, everybody moving to the south. They might not be moving to Mississippi or nothing, but they moving to, like, Texas and all of those states. When we migrated from the south to the Midwest, that we can do something with. Regardless of, like, bro, what we going through in the Midwest, and I see that in Illinois as well. A lot of people from Illinois is moving out of Illinois. The reason is because y'all doing, like, bro, in the country, we have the most we have the biggest taxes, especially when it comes to land. I mean, not land, like property taxes. We are like in the top, basically top five, and the most taxes, especially when it comes to property taxes. I don't understand why. And then now y'all not understanding like why people is moving out of not just out of Cook County, out of Illinois, period. Like it's like bro, I don't get it. Let's go.
Before I was trying to figure out, like, oh, what was this show? Like, what the hell is still TV? Everybody wants to spread the break the ice. Somebody fix all this up here. Like, energy in the room, please. Let me ask you a question. If I had met you, some time ago, do you think it would be a relationship? Or not? Tell us. Why not? Everybody blocks out. Everybody blocks out this plan. Why? Nobody wants to be around them. Makes for some great internet drama. But the thing is, people don't really be watching these shows like this. Especially with people here. Same people, just different platforms. They just went into a bigger one with anybody. Like, you can watch it just equally as bad, but they went to another platform. They don't want to be a part of the conversation. Y'all can figure it out here. Yes, he just said, I'm going to let me talk to you. You're lovely. You're lovely. Like, that's a true person. I don't think I'm funny. You know, it's not just, that's what you keep saying to him. I guess this is the type of acceptable content motherfuckers is making. See, if they try to use this word content as a shield, as still it's erasing motherfucking narrative when it comes to these motherfuckers 40 cheating pregnant videos. You know,
She freaking went in. That's also in the Bible. But my thing is, if you're not and my story is they'll pick and choose morning, right? But just don't sit there like that. Your book is the book of everything. You have never asked me to come on your panel. What's so different about being?
I was just thinking something similar. If you don't read this Bible, you don't read the message, God's going to smite you. Yeah, but you know what? I don't understand you, and with the summer, I don't understand this as well. But you know, when I used to smoke weed, I'll think crazy shit.
Just asking the question. Don't say never mind.
Jesus.
Don't say never mind because you would have never said what you said. You would have never asked me. I'm just I'm just asking, that's all. I don't have
Was the actual, you know, who was they worshiping before that? Like, did anybody even care or even know God? You know, because I doubt the Bible was even around at that time before Jesus come to earth. Do you know what I mean? What was they reading then? You know, what text was they following? Do you know what I'm saying?
like I feel like if follow the Ethiopians who had the very first biblical Bible, then what are we talking about? What
God gave in this, like religious view like, way before Jesus come, like, because I know for a fact they was participating in sin. There was alcohol back then. There was this, you know,
I'm going live right now.
that went on. You know, like prostitution.
I'm just like supporting you like you would me back in the day.
And stuff like that. You know, so I always used to think to myself, who was they worshiping before Jesus come to earth? Like, how did God, and what text did they reading to follow him before the Bible even was written? That's what bugged me as well. Like, it's in the back of my mind, like. You know what I'm saying? She might come back on, but they said the answer is no right.